between the Minnesota Vikings and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find them.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And quickly to Thielen here. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 14. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a gain of
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the Jaguars' 9-yard line.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
Adam Thielen. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. That was the safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Formation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
Nowhere to go here. He knocked the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
16 yards, a first down.
Vikings.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Flushed out right. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings 16. Jaguars nothing. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden,
on the draw, this is Fournette. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 34. 31 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Fournette running out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
Sliding out of the pocket, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
and he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The open man is Westbrook, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. It's a way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 34. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Smith catches left side. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First down.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. This will be caught just inside the 10.
The pass.
And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Flush to... Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings 23, Jaguars 7. Dan Bailey to kick off 4 minutes.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Again, he targets Ridley. This time, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 20. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
48-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one?
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Bailey got the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Jaguars 7. Dan Bailey.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. We're trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That's out to his running back, Fournette. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At their 48-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Chark, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
They'll throw now on the final play, eluding the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
That's the end.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. A good run there by Cook on 1st down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid run time. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Complete.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to the ground, Cook. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Anderson on the tackle.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
The ball carrier.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
A gain of 11.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They'll run it with Madison. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Cook following the penalty. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 23 here on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Vikings 44, Jaguars 7. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And down to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
18 Cardinal.
Back to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Complete.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
In your face.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's third down.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
Squeeze, double tight. 3 down.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Back now in Jacksonville.
The score, Vikings.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Steps away to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the Jaguars. 41 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Going for it all. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags are able to eat in. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect.
Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And 4.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. That's to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Long for Westbrook. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
Josh Lambo.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it? Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Smith Jr. incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds.
Smith Jr.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Is good.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. DJ Chark the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete.
The pass.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins. And he's not going to make it to the goal line. They've been perfect on the night in 2-point conversions, but not here, as this time they come up empty. Stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Tonight's final score, Vikings.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to get back to their